So we are looking at the data set on pizza place sales. So the first table we look at was the order ID. The order ID table has three columns: order ID, date, and time. And if you look at the dictionary, it said the order ID is a unique identifier for each order placed, which means that for this table, order ID is a primary key, and that this we're going to see all the order that was placed. The order that was placed, we're going to see them in this table. Now, the second table we look at is the order details ID, order details table. So, but in order details table, we have four columns: order details ID, order ID, pizza ID, and quantity. So, while looking at the meaning, order details ID, we have unique identifier for each product. That is what this column stands for. For um each pizza place, each order, the pizza of the same type are kept together and in the same row, and the quantity increases. We have order ID, which is a foreign key that ties to each of the order. The third one is foreign key also, pizza ID, that ties to the pizza order to its details. Then we have quantity, which is the quantity order for each pizza of the same type. Can you explain what's the difference between order ID and order details? Let's look at it together. We have order details and we have order details ID. What is the difference between the two? Let's start from there because we must understand our data very well. We have the order details ID and we have order ID. What is the difference between the two? This column and this column and this column. Can somebody tell us the difference between the two? Can somebody tell us the difference between these two columns? The order ID, you can see all the ID, all the order. But this is the order details. What is the difference between this order details ID and order ID? And maybe let me take out the dictionary again. Here is the dictionary. What is the difference between the two? Let me wrap. Okay, so you can see the so that you can read. What do you think is the difference between these two columns? Order details ID and order ID. Quick one, please. Let's do it quickly. Let's talk. Let's say whatever we think it is. Because if you don't understand your data, it will be difficult to do anything with it.
Okay, so I think the other details ID, um, it ties the details, specific details to the other. Kind of.
Ah, we are going to you better use simple English for us or simple
Ah,
Spanish. That one is too critical. Use simple analysis. You can explain with something simple. If you say, oh, it ties other detail with the other, yes. I said, what is different between the two? Between these two columns, what is different between these two
this
columns?
detail ID is a serial serial.
And this is also serial now. If you check it here, You check it there. It's all those
It's a
No.
those
primary, it's a
details.
primary key.
And it's a primary key here. This one is also the
Yeah.
primary key here. This
The
one is the
other
primary
one,
key here.
the other ID is not
This is the primary
like
key in this table.
others.
This is the primary key in this table.
Yes.
Can you see? This is a primary key here. This is a primary
Yes.
key here. There are two different
Yes.
tables, right? But I'm
Okay.
asking, what is the difference between the details and the ID? Let's look at it together. You go to maybe ShopRite or a pizza store, Domino Pizza, or where you buy or chicken peri peri or chicken republic. Now, you can order, you have an order, okay? You make your order, but in a single order, you can order like three products. Do you get me now? In a single order, you are placing order, but in that particular order, you are ordering three or four products in a single order. Is it possible like that? Is it possible? You want
Yes.
to order,
Yes.
you are creating an order, but in that
Mm.
order, you have three, four products in that order. That is the
Yes.
detail. That 4 lines. That 4 lines is the details ID. Are you getting me now? That four lines. If you look at this order, the other one, the person only order Hawaiian hem medium. But this second order ID 2, the person order 5 different products. Classic DLX, 5 cheese, Ital, surprise or whatever, Mexicana, and Thai chicken. Are you getting me? So which means that this order 2 was broken down into 5 rows. Is it clear now? One single order is a single order, but the person bought 5 different products. So which means that because if you want to analyze it, there's no way you can analyze the products together because they are different products. The person bought. So if you want to know how many classic they sold, it means that invoice we need to break it down into 5 rows so that we can add the person who bought one, the person who bought 5 together to know how many classic was sold, how many 5 cheese were sold. But if you just match the invoice together, it will be difficult for you to separate them. Is that clear? That is the reason why they have this detail ID different from the other ID. Is it making any sense? Is it making any sense at all? Hello? Am I seeing online? I'm asking, is it making sense? Is it clear?
Yes, Mr. Akin. Yes, yes, yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. So because if you don't understand data, we'll just be doing magic. I will just be analyzing and you'll be following me, but nothing will happen at the end of the day. So okay, so the third data here is pizzas itself. There's a table called pizza. There's a table called pizza. So this is where we have, let's see, we have 4 columns there. Let's see the meaning of the columns for pizza table. So we have pizza ID. This is the ID of each of the pizza. All pizza that they are selling. These are the ID of all the pizzas. Good. That's number one. So you can see all the pizzas that they sold, the name, the unique ID of each of the pizza, barbecue chicken medium, barbecue chicken large, curly chicken small, curly chicken medium, curly chicken large, chicken Alfredo small. All those are the ID. The type, they have this barbecue chicken. All this ID, all this one are barbecue chicken, small, medium, large. That's what make the ID. The curly chicken, you can see them. We have 3 different curly chicken products, and you can see their sizes and their prices are also there. That is why we have, that is how they call out, that's how they created this ID. They use the type plus size to create this ID. Barbecue chicken, small. Barbecue chicken, medium. Barbecue chicken, large. Curly chicken, small. Curly chicken, medium. Curly chicken, large. Have you see? Chicken Alfredo, small, and so on. That's how they created this ID, and these are their prices. So I think that is clear enough. That's not hard. The last one here is pizza type. We already have the pizza ID. We also have type again. Pizza type. You remember what we did, what we just learned now with the other details and the other ID. We have the pizza type here as primary table, primary key. We have it as a foreign key here. So which means that each barbecue chicken, we can see the number of barbecue chicken they have, but here, because of the sizes, they created another pizza ID for them. This is the type. The type is a barbecue chicken. It's one type of chicken, one type of pizza on its own. But under the ID, we have it broken down into three: small, medium, large. So just exactly what happened to the other ID and the other details ID. So those are the data we want to work with. So now let's connect our Tableau to the data set. So the data is in CSV. I'm going to click on text, and so you can click on any of them and click on open. One good thing about Tableau is that anything that is that has CSV there will be brought into these visuals. Anything that has to do with CSV file in that folder will come here, will show. We click on a single one, but Tableau will bring all of them here. So we can see them. These are our table. Remember, what are the things we need to look at immediately as our table are coming in? We should look at two things. Text. Can somebody tell me what we should look at? When we bring our data into the system like this, we should look at two things. Two things we should look at. One, does it have header? Two, the type. So we have the four tables here. I'm bringing one first into this analysis. So the other details can come first, which is this. I think these are fact table. Other details and the other ID, because other details has the quantity sold. Because we have the quantity sold, the order number, and the product based on the pizza ID and the other ID too. So we have this created. If we want to, if assuming we want to create a join between this data and the other ID data, what do? We just double click on this and bring this one inside. Look at it. We have four column before. The moment you create a join between them, it will create another column. It will add the columns together and create more joins for more columns for us. That is how to create a join. And that is what we have in the old Tableau. Only join was available in the old Tableau. But I'm going to take this out for now. We are going to use relationship so that we don't create big this. So just create relationship between them so that each table will still stand on its own. So here is a table, other table, and here is the other details table. So each one is on its own. We join them together. The third one is a pizza type. Pizza type can come here because there's a relationship between them. I think so. Let's check the relationship between the pizza type. Here we have other details, and pizza ID. Here we have pizza type ID. Pizza type. It means that these two tables are not related. They are not
Hello? Hello?
Hello, sir.
I can't hear anything again. Oh.
I think his network went off. Maybe he's trying to reconnect back. I
Okay.
can't hear too.
All right. All right.
Uh, how is work, sir?
Fine. Oh, thank God. Though. Mm.
okay. Okay. Hello. Where did I stop?
Hello, sir.
Where did I stop?
Okay, we are trying to compare the relationship on the
Okay.
file.
So I can't remember where I stopped again. Okay, but I know that I think we have this one. So when we brought in pizza type, we saw that there is no pizza type ID. So we brought in the
We can't
pizza,
see your screen.
and
Oh.
when you,
No, it's not connecting. You're not sharing.
okay,
You're
okay,
not
okay,
sharing
sorry,
your.
okay, no wala, I go share them. So first, go share them now. Okay, so when I brought in the pizza type ID, I discovered that pizza type ID, there is no pizza type ID in these other details. We only have pizza ID here. So we brought in the data that has pizza ID to create relation between the one that has pizza ID. Thereafter, I brought in the pizza type back. Since there is a relation between this and this, remember in that Power BI, when we were learning, we talk about snowflake relationship, where relationship you join, you relate one to another to be able to relate to another table. So relation between this pizza type and this one is called snowflake. Can you see? Because it's not direct relationship. This one link to this and this link to this. That is what you want to do now with the analysis. Let's quickly look at the data, each of the table, to check the type and the headers. Other ID is a number, is a number, is in text, is a number. That's good. The other, we have number, date, and time. Okay. Then this one we have text, we have text, we have text, we have number. Okay. Okay. Whole number. Okay, decimal number. Okay. Good. Then the last one here. We have the last one here, which is text, 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 text. Yeah, that's okay. Now, let's quickly go to sheet one. Let's go to sheet one and see what we can do. So now, Tableau has helped us to create all our dimensions and measures. And you see, we have dimensions, measure, dimensions, measure, dimensions, measure, and the first one also dimension and measure. So we have measure value and measure name at the end of the whole thing. Now, before we start building our visuals, let's quickly read out what we want to work on. Okay, is that Pizza Place Sales Challenge, a year's worth of sales from a fictitious pizza place, including the date and time of each order and pizza type, size, quantity, price, and ingredient. A brief explanation about the challenge, the data, the company is a fictitious company. So about the data set, the data contains four tables. I think we have looked at the tables. So okay, we have looked at the table already. So the last one is you will be playing the role of a BI consultant hired by Greek inspired pizza place in New Jersey. You've been just received the following note. Welcome abroad. Well, we are glad you are here to help. Things are going okay here at Plateaus, but there's room for improvement. We've been to good open you can analyze the data and put work efficiently. Two things to drive more sales, likely to be able to answer. What day?
No, sir.
Hello?
No,
You see my
no,
screen?
no, sir.
No.
Okay. I just discovered that my screen is just went off straight. Don't know why. Let me see what I can do. Okay, sorry, it's a network issue. So network just went off and the screen just go off immediately. Okay, sorry. So let's finish quickly read our question finish. Here are some questions that we would like to answer. What days and time do we tend to be busiest? How many pizzas are we making during the peak period? What is the best? What are the best and the worst selling pizzas? What are our average order value? And how are we utilizing our seating capacity? We have 15 tables and 60 seats. That's all I can think of for now. But if you have any other idea, I would love to hear them. You are the expert. Thanks in advice. For this challenge, your task is to build a single page dashboard based on Mario's email to help him build to help him improve the restaurant operation. So that is exactly what we want to achieve here. So let's go back to our Tableau and see how far we can go with the challenge. Um, so we already have the data. So we have data connected. Now where are we starting the journey from? So it doesn't matter where we start from. It's not because they put something here. It doesn't mean that we have to focus on that alone. But we can also do the same thing. We can look at it and answer them one by one. And we can first build our own, whatever we think first, whatever we think are valuable to us first. Then we come back to the question. So whichever one we like, we can go after. But to save time, let's quickly look at some of the questions here and try to build one or two things before we call it a day. Number one, what days and time do we tend to be busiest? What day and time do we tend to be busiest? What days and times do we tend to be busiest? So, what do you think we can do to achieve that? What data do we need to get the busy time? The busy time, how do we get the time that we are busy? What data do we need to use here? Let's look at it together. So,
Time and others.
time, we need time,
Time.
okay. We
Time
can
and
use
others.
date to get for day. We can also use time, okay. So okay, let's first work with the date and then we now work with time. Time will give us the time, date will give us the date, right? The date, we want to know the day, we can use dates to get this. So we can bring our date to this and the order. Which order are we using? Because we want to know the busy time. To know the busy time, I think we are going to use the order, number of order that we are getting at that time, not details. I think it should be the order ID. So we have something like this. Oh, okay. Sorry. This is quantity. Quantity of order. The quantity order. This is the order. From order table, we have the quantity here. Number of orders that we have. Then I think we can make this something like it's a table. Um, that's the time. Is it? That is the date. I mean, let's use it like this. Okay, that is a year. So we can break it down. What we need is not year. What we need is what? Is day. But why don't we use a weekday so that we can see which day are we more busier? Let's use weekday. Let's check them. So which of the day are we most busy now? I think we can see the day when we are busy, the most busy day is Friday. Because on Friday we have 3,538 orders. So we are mostly busy on Fridays, and we can put this on the on entire view. So this is when we are most busy. So we can create some similar things. Let's say we'll format it later. Let me rename this busy day. Busy day. Oh, rename. Call it busy day. Busy day. So let's duplicate this one to get the busy hour or busy time. Let's duplicate it. So from here we just remove the weekday. We bring the time. So you can see the hour from 10 a.m. to 10 to 11 p.m. No other. I think we have like no other on 9 a.m. Other start from 10 a.m. But we have most order break time 12. Then we have more order around 12 during the day, and the closing hour by 6 time. So between 12 and 1, we have more order at this time. We also have more order 5 and 6 in the evening. So those are the two times when we have most orders. Okay, I think we are good. So let's also answer some other question before we round it off and continue from there. How many pizzas are we making during the peak period? During the peak period, how many pizzas are we making? Okay, during this peak period, okay, can we do something? Let's see how we can include that here. Instead of create another one separately. On the busy day, how many pizza are we making on the busy day? Where are we making the pizza? How do we know where we make pizza? Pizza type, pizzas ID, pizza ID, pizzas, and category pizza ID. How many pizza are we making during that pizza during that peak period? What data are we using here?
Besides, is it the one they are producing or the one they are sales? I don't
They
understand
are
because
making. Okay, let's check the question. How many pizzas are we making?
that
Not
should be
about
the
sales.
making.
Making. But do we have any information about the making?
No, nothing on
Other
production.
quantity now.
Eh?
Other quantity. Quantity.
Quantity is sold is sales now.
Other
So,
Yeah,
quantity.
it says
Okay.
but that I think that's the only thing we have.
Yes.
That's the only
maybe
thing we have that can give us something like that.
yes on production. Nothing on production there. So
Okay. We also have on the pizza. We have pizza. Okay, no, we don't have quantity here. So I think this is the only time we have quantity. This is the only place where we have quantity. Okay. During the peak period, during the peak period, how many quantity are we making?
maybe
Okay.
the one they are selling. That's what they try to do.
And yeah,
Mm.
let's use that also. Let's assume that. I think if we do that here, um if we do that here, what will happen? What will happen if we put it I don't know where to put it here. No, no. Okay, let's create it separately. Then let's create it separately. The on the day the okay the quantity we make the quantity we have the quantity by day by day we have quantity by day, so we make it column chart, and we want to pick day, which is Friday. Abi, we only need the Friday, but let's first do this for now. Let's make it like this and see what we have. And let's bring time also to the side. So we have uh, some of quantity, sorry, time should be here also. Time should be there. So now, since we want to check on Friday and during that 11 whatsoever, so and if you look at it from the perspective of this, okay, even here we can just add the quantity. Since we already have the count of orders, we can just add quantity to the label. So we have 8,242, and we can add quantity to the labels here also. And if you like, we can also put it on color. So that we can see the color will be darker, or we change any color of our choice. We can change the color of our choice. Let's look for a stepped color from red to this. Let's look at this so that we can see clearly. This one in blue, that is the color we use. So let's come back here and do the same thing. Let's bring the quantity to color also. So we can use the same color. Unfortunately, I didn't remember the color we choose again. No. I think it's a red, this one. I think it's this. So we can quickly identify which uh, day we have more sales and which time we have more sales and the quantity we make at that time. Okay, I think we are good with that. Then we have what are our best and worst selling pizzas. So we want to analyze our pizza and see the best pizza and the worst pizza. So let me remove this. The best performing pizza and the worst pizza. Okay, let's quickly look at worst pizza and the best pizza. Let's see something here, and let's see something here. See what we have. So you can see all the pizza and the name, the measure names. Performing pizza. How, on what basis? Okay, let's see something. Sef. Okay, so we have the values. We have the number of order. Okay, this number of order details. Let me change it to number, and let's swap it. Okay, so we can see the order, number of order, number of order details, number of pizza types, number of pizzas, and quantity, the price. We don't even know the amount, the value sold. Number total sales. We don't have total sales figure. How can we get the sales figure now? We don't even have sales figure in this thing. No sales figure here. How do we get sales figure? Can somebody help
I
us?
don't think we need say, I don't think we need sales figure now with the question.
Ah,
You're going
we
to
can need
multiply.
it now. Yeah, we want to know
So
the worst. We want
this
to
is
know
constant.
the best selling pizza
I,
and the worst selling pizzas. Yeah,
with terms of numbers,
and we
the
can
price
know
is
the numbers
constant
and
now.
know the value. You know, when you are doing analysis, you have to look at it from a different perspective because you are not the one to consume the data, the visualization. People are
Okay.
there to consume it.
Okay.
So yeah, so and you must do something that will be useful by the account, by the sales, by the marketing, by the kitchen. Are you getting me? By the management. And no matter how many quantity you sold, I think the ultimate goal is money.
Yes.
The ultimate goal or everything we are doing is about money. So even when we do, if you like sell 1 million pizzas, but which
Always
one is
profits.
giving us more money? Which one is giving us more money? Are you getting
Okay.
me? So we need to look at it from that perspective. So that when somebody is looking at the quantity from the kitchen, how many are we making? The sales want to see how much money is entering the company.
You know why I
So
actually said that? You know, when we talk about money now has different definitions. Somebody will go to sales now. Somebody will say, what of the cost? Maybe the one with the highest sales is one that's having much of the highest cost, and the margin may not
yeah,
be the least margin.
maybe less. Yes, you are right. That's the reason why money is also. That's the reason why the value is also important. So that we know we can look at it from the sales income and the expenses and profitability too, if we have information like that. But in this case, I think we only have the price. We don't have the
And the
cost.
quantity. The
We have
quantity
Whereas
is
well,
always
price
there.
of
so since we have price and quantity, I think we can get our sales figure,
Yeah, exactly.
right? What do? We can just create calculated field, create a new calculated field, and I'm going to say sales. So this price multiplied by what? By
Quantity.
quantity. And this the calculation is valid. Just click on apply and okay. So it has brought in our sales figure here also. Because you know why it brought in that everything under the whatever we have under the measure will be brought in whenever you bring in your together. It will show you everything you have under the measures together. Okay. So now, which one are we removing from here? I think we don't need the price. We cannot sum price together. So this is wrong. Summing price doesn't make any sense. So we can remove this. We can't sum price together. Number of pizza type that we have and number of pizza that we have. I don't think we need this. We don't need these two. For now, we don't need these two to answer um that's information regarding the performance. So let's remove the pizza count of pizza and the count of this. But we can know the number of other details. And this is not a bad idea. The number of orders, this is also not a bad idea. The quantity and the sales. So we can format this later. We can format this later. Which one am I picking, self? We are formatting sales. So I think sales is important. Currency custom. Currency custom. Let's add. Is it in dollar or whatever? I can't remember. And then we can just make it one decimal place. There is comma. I think that's okay for now. So our sales is okay. Other ones can stay the way they have for now. This one has them. So now, what are we looking at? We want to check the best and the worst performing sales. So we have seen the category, we have seen the analysis we want to do. The next thing now is to see them from the perspective of the product. So let's bring the type to this place so we can see what we have now. We can see the number of barbecue chicken based on this value, number of quantity sold, chicken alfredo, all the everything that we cannot see, we can see them now based on this. What we need, we only need the best performing first. Let's talk about the best performing here. How do we do that? Let's create a filter. Let's create a filter here, and we want to filter the name by the name, and the name is going to be what? The top 5. Let's say let's just pick the top 5 by by which one? Which column are we using? Is it sales or quantity? Which one are we using? Top 5 by what? Let's pick by what do you think we should use? The top 5, is it by sales that we should pick, or by which one do you think we should use? Okay, let's pick quantity, huh? By quantity sold. So 5 or best 5. So let's quickly duplicate this and create the other one before we call it a day. It's like internet today is not laughing at all. So we're going to create the worst 5. I've duplicated this. We just come to this same place. Let's edit the filter and change from top to bottom. The bottom 5. Apply and okay. The worst performing pizzas, you can see them, and you can see the best. So let me call this one worst 5. If you like, you can make it best 10 and worst 10. I guess me. So it depends on what I want to do. So I think we are good. We've started the journey. So we'll meet on Wednesday to continue from where we stopped today. But please, let's try and do something on it before then, so that when we are doing the next one, we also have the same thinking and we will be able to move along the same line. Any question?
Okay, so the
Any
best.
question?
Can you go
The best
back
and
to the
worst again.
best 5?
Okay,
Okay.
this is it. We use the best 5 based on
Yes.
quantity sold. We filter the best 5 based on quantity. So because you may see somewhere where you have a kind of variance, but what we can you see this one now? We have in terms of sales, this give us more sales than all of them. But in terms of quantity, we have this as the best sold item. Are you getting me now? So that is it.
Okay,
So
so
we use
this is the best 5.
the best 5 based on quantity.
Yes, based on quantity.
Yes, because you must
Okay.
clarify why, how you must identify the parameters you use to call it the best 5. And this is the worst 5 based on the same quantity. 490,
Okay.
930, up to 960. Yeah. So you
Okay,
can
sir.
sort this. So you can sort this so that it start from bottom to top. Okay, so let's call it a day. So remember, to save your job, you have to save it back to the cloud. You're saved. You cannot save on your system if it is Tableau. If you're using Tableau Public, you're going to save your job into the cloud. Don't forget. So let me quickly save it into the cloud, and before the internet do us shege again. Okay, so I already have this open. Let me give it a name. Call it pizza sales. Pizza place sales. Click on save. Okay, that's created all the 4 sheets. So it's loading here, loading. So after loading, if you want to be able to see, want people to see it, leave it like this. People can see what you are doing, where you are. And if you want to hide it, just come here and edit. You can edit details. Edit details. So you have it. This is the name, link, distribution, and where is it? The change this. Okay, voila. You can come to settings there. I think we should be able to see it under settings. Okay, I click on edit. Let me look at the edit from the top. Edit from the top. So that if you want people to see it, you make it available. You don't want people to see it, you hide it. Oh, I'm not working here. Sorry. Okay, no problem. Let me just go to my profile and just edit it. Way. Let me go back to my profile. If I can find, I'm just come here and don't show. You want it to show my profile? It will not show. Nobody will see it unless you show it to somebody. So it's now under hidden now. That's falling under hidden. Let me see. Pizza place. Back here. So thank you for your time. I think we can call it a day now
Uh,
so that we
yes,
continue
sir.
from
Hello,
here
sir.
on Wednesday. Yes,
The recording of you said you are going to send.
I've
Is,
sent always it's in the folder now. Always
I'll check
anything
the
you are looking
folder.
for.
Is it not
No,
the
always
latest
check
folder
the
you
folder.
sent? The pizza, the one you sent before
No,
the
madam, that
is
is for data
Google
set. You
Drive?
go to your Google Drive. Always
Yes.
go to
Hmm.
share with me. You will see
Okay.
this folder there. BMC November Project 24. You will see it there and you will see your recording inside. All recordings are here.
Okay, I will
All
check.
recordings are there.
Okay.
Okay, Rotten Tomato. Rotten Tomato, the tree is not here. True, true. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I will bring it there.
Okay, sir.
I think, yeah, I will bring it there. Sorry about that. Oh, sorry. You're not seeing what I'm seeing. Oh,
Ah,
you're not seeing what I'm seeing. Oh, let me change my screen. Oh, this is what I'm saying. When you go to share with main folder, you will see this
yes.
folder, BMC November Project.
Okay. Everything is there. Okay, I will check. Another project.
Open it. You will see all your recordings. Mm.
Said.
So, have you seen it now? Go and check your own. You will see it there. You
Okay,
see
sir.
it there under shared with me folder. When you check share with me, you see it inside. I think that's the last one is not was not there. Where is it? Okay, I think we can call it a day.
Okay. Okay, thank you, sir.
Stop the recording. I will send the last one.
Yes, it's actually the last one that I was looking for there. I didn't see it. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.